Donald Trump isn't even president yet, and he's already smacking world leaders into place. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau immediately flew down to Mar-a-Lago to have dinner with the president-elect, just days after Trump threatened to slap a 25% tariff on Canada over drugs and illegal immigration.
Say China, 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 China. I love them. China.
About the meeting overnight between President-elect Trump and Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau amid reports that Canada may be considering retaliatory tariffs against the United States. ABC's Jay O'Brien joins us now from Mar-a-Lago with the latest. Jay, good morning.
Yeah, Whit, good morning. Overnight, President-elect Donald Trump having an unannounced dinner at his Mar-a-Lago club with Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. Trudeau making that surprise trip to Florida after Trump threatened 25% sweeping across-the-board tariffs on goods from Canada and Mexico until both countries stop what Trump claims is a flow of drugs and illegal migrants.
Now, what if I told you that the next big geopolitical chess game involves tariffs, borders, and even the possibility of Canada becoming the 51st state of the United States of America? Yes, you heard that right. Things just got real. Welcome to the Revo Review. I'm Vince Revo. Today, we're unpacking Donald Trump's bold moves to secure America's borders, rein in trade imbalances, and take a hardline stance against China's fentanyl crisis. Let's dig in.
One, if you guys don't seal up your border in the north and seal up your border in the south, Mexico and Canada, 25% tariffs. And China, if you don't clean up the fentanyl situation, 10% on anything coming into our country. So right away, there was a call from Trudeau, and then there was a visit. And he went down, he goes, let's just work this out. At which time, I think they were very blunt to each other. Yeah. And it looks as though in a standoff, he said, you got to fix your border. We got tens of thousands coming in. It's a lot less of a problem than the north, than the south. But there's a huge problem because you're not putting any assets there. The other issues is the drugs that come through to the governor of New Hampshire. But then when they started talking, he said, you can't put 25% tariffs on us. It will destroy my country, he said.
Right. And Fox News has spoken to two people who were at that table with Trudeau and the president. And the president was very direct about what he wants. He said Canada is letting in drugs and people from 70 different countries. And then here's a quote that you'll find at foxnews.com. The president-elect told the prime minister, if Canada cannot fix the border issues and trade deficit, he will levy a 25% tariff on all Canadian goods on day one when he returns to office. And Trudeau, there was a little laughter there. Then Trudeau told him he can't levy the tariff because it would kill the Canadian economy completely. And Trump replied asking, so your country can't survive unless it's ripping off the U.S. to the tune of $100 billion. And then Trump suggested to Trudeau that Canada become the 51st state, which caused the prime minister and others to laugh nervously.
Number one, the tariff threat that shook the room. Trump's recent meeting with Justin Trudeau wasn't just a dinner chat. The president-elect made it crystal clear. Fix Canada's border and trade issues or face 25% tariff on all Canadian goods. Trudeau reportedly pushed back, claiming such tariffs would destroy Canada's economy. Trump's response? Brutal honesty, suggesting that Canada can't survive without ripping off the U.S. to the tune of $100 billion annually. Then, with his signature flair, he joked about making Canada the 51st state. Love him or hate him, you have to admit, Trump knows how to set the tone.
Over drugs and illegal immigration. And you will absolutely love how Trump showed Trudeau who's boss.
We're getting some new details about that Trump-Trudeau dinner from two people who were at the table. We are told that when Trudeau told President-elect Trump that new tariffs would kill the Canadian economy, Trump joked to him that if Canada can't survive without ripping off the U.S. to the tune of $100 billion a year, then maybe Canada should become the 51st state and Trudeau could become its governor.
Trump having some fun on Truth Social, posting an AI photo of himself on top of a Canadian mountain with the caption, "Oh, Canada."
Number two, a border crisis on two fronts. While most of the focus is on the southern border, Trump turned the spotlight on the north. Yes, the northern border with Canada is a growing problem. Drugs and illegal crossings aren't limited to Mexico. They're happening up north too. Trump's hardline approach, including leveraging tariffs, forces Canada to take the crisis seriously. He's interested in protecting American citizens. And it's not just Canada. Trump has also called out Mexico, using similar tactics to stop the flow of illegal immigrants and drugs.
I am so supportive of making Trudeau governor. I've never been more excited by anything in my entire life. And let's just be clear, we're not going to make Canada the 51st state. We'll make it 51 and 52. You make Western Canada, that'll be Republican. Eastern Canada, that'll be Democrat, so you keep the electoral balance there. So many reasons to make this a state. I think it has the third largest oil reserves in the world.
Oh, a lot.
So that makes us an energy behemoth. It's the most well-educated country in the world because we need a little help in that department. Talk about mining, agriculture, fishing, AI, tech, real estate, Canada, you name it, they got it. We'll never probably lose another Winter Olympics. We'll have all of their skaters and skiers. Wow. I mean, good luck, Sweden.
Number 3, taking on China's fentanyl crisis. Trump's boldness doesn't stop at North America. He's issued a stern warning to China: clean up the fentanyl problem or face a 10% tariff on all imports. This isn't just talk. Fentanyl is a crisis that's killing Americans daily. Donald Trump's focus on holding China accountable is part of a larger strategy to assert America's strength on the global stage. By tying economic consequences to social crisis, he's creating a win-win scenario: address the problem or face financial fallout.
Let's say China. 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 I love them. China.
But he's already begun his trade war with America's biggest economic rival. Last week, he began with a 10% or a threat of a 10% tariff, which is going to put on all Chinese exports, all goods coming into America that already have a tariff on them. And because of his first term, the tariff president's first term, that's a huge amount. About $400 billion worth of Chinese exports into America currently already have tariffs. But his team signaled that's just the beginning.
The bigger picture: economic sovereignty. At its core, this isn't just about borders or drugs. It's about sovereignty. Trump's willingness to disrupt the status quo, whether through renegotiating trade deals like NAFTA or introducing tariffs, is aimed at prioritizing American jobs, security. By calling out international partners and holding them accountable, Trump is sending a message: America's interests come first. And that's a message that resonates deeply with working-class Americans who feel left behind by decades of globalization.
And the funniest part of it is that Trudeau thought that his best argument against Trump was that, but that will crater our economy.
Yeah.
And Trump is looking at him and he's going, yeah, exactly, that's my point. And then offers, I think it was kind of a fig leaf, a peace offering by saying, look, we'll just make you a state and everything will be great. But I mean, we're 10 years in. This guy has been on the public scene as president or candidate for almost 10 years now. And the guy is still doing, this may be the Trumpian thing the guy has ever done.
Yeah. And
it's 10 years in. Who has that kind of staying power and that ability to like blow people's minds 10 years in? And at the heart of it, and people will freak out, I'm sure, although it is interesting. I feel like the freak out is a little bit, like people like get him now. And so there's not quite the freak out.
Trump's bold strategies may be controversial, but they're undeniably focused on protecting American interests. His approach to borders, trade, national security is reshaping how America engages with the world. Proverbs 21:31 reminds us, the horse is prepared for the day of battle, but the victory belongs to the Lord. It's a call to act decisively while trusting in a greater plan. Stay informed, stay engaged, and keep speaking. Your voice matters. God bless you.